Hey, what's up? It's me, Jack Black, welcoming you to the second annual Layla's Walk for TrinityKids Care. Now, obviously, we can't walk together this year, but that ain't gonna stop Layla's Walk. No way, not a chance. The show must go on virtually. And in the meantime, I'm gonna walk around my backyard in honor of Layla. Can't wait to see all of you again in person soon. And in the meantime, much love for this incredible organization. Let's all support it. It's what the world needs now, more loving kindness. Love you.
Oh my, wasn't that awesome? Jack Black is here with us today, welcoming us to Layla Page's second annual Nature Walk. How great is that? My name is Lynn Taylor, and I am the board chair of Trinity Care. And as Jack said, today is all about love and kindness. And friends, without your love and without your kindness, we can't do what we do. So thank you so much for being a part of our second annual Layla Page's Walk. We've got lots of great fun things planned for you today. We're going to start off with a walk, and then we have Zoom rooms and scavenger hunts and so much to look forward to. But first of all, what we really want to make sure that you do is have fun. Today is all about having fun, because we're with our families, we're with our friends, and it doesn't get any better than that.
Welcome to the second annual Layla Page Nature Walk for TrinityKids Care. We are so honored that our daughter's name is associated with this event. But it's not just about Layla, it's about every patient, every family that's been touched by this amazing organization and all of the people that make up its heart and soul. Every patient's story is unique and every family situation is different. But TrinityKids Care adjusts their care to meet the families where they are and to provide the emotional, the medical, and the financial support that is needed to meet that specific situation. We wanted to share Layla's story just to provide an example of the amazing compassion provided by this organization. Our daughter's brain didn't develop. It was as simple and as complicated as that. She passed all of her tests in the hospital. We thought we had brought home a healthy baby with us. But at 6 months old, she had her first seizure. That led to a lot of tests, and that revealed her brain problems. As we went further into the testing, we revealed that her optic nerve was healthy, but her brain couldn't interpret sight, so she was blind. Her ears worked, but her brain couldn't interpret sound, so she was deaf. She couldn't regulate her swallowing, so the fear was when we fed her food, the formula would wind up in her lungs and she would aspirate. So Layla had 2 tubes in her stomach, one for medicine and one for food. Her muscles weren't developing, so she wasn't able to sit up on her own. Obviously, she wasn't going to learn to walk or talk. But we felt, as her family, it was our job to assume that she was going to be a miracle baby. We didn't want to give up hope. We knew things were bad. We weren't in complete denial, but we felt, as her parents, it was our job to expect a miracle and to treat her that way. So every day, Reese got up and she took Layla to another doctor's appointment. She went to another specialist, tried another medication, tried another treatment, all in hopes of a miracle that could somehow create some brain development for our baby. Reese would pack Layla and her nurse and her feeding pump into the car, extra formula. She would bring 8 to 10 syringes of anti-seizure medicine, 8 to 10 other syringes of other medicine that would counteract that medicine, the side effects of that medicine, and they would travel all over Southern California in search of that miracle. In early 2017, Layla started having medical complications due to all of this medicine that we were pumping into her little body. Right around this time, her seizures, for whatever reason, started to become painful for Layla, and she started spending her days and nights writhing in pain as if her finger was in an electrical socket. Eventually, we maxed out of the pain medicine that the palliative team at Children's Hospital was allowed to prescribe, and Layla's pain was continuing. So in June of 2017, she was transitioned to TrinityKids Care Hospice and the care of Dr. Glenn Komatsu. Reese and I will never forget that first meeting with Dr. Komatsu and his team. 6 people came down our driveway in what felt like slow motion. It was Dr. Komatsu, it was 2 nurses, 2 chaplains, and a social worker. And they each came into our home, and they walked over to the couch where Layla was, and they all said hello to Layla individually. And then the 8 of us went and sat down at our dining room table. Dr. Komatsu was in a very tough situation that day. He had to break the news to Reese and I that it was in Layla's best interest to let her go. He was so skilled at delivering that impossible message. He was able to toe the line between medicine and compassion, between science and love. Every single team member broke down crying at our dining room table that day. They didn't position themselves as we're the doctors that know what's best. They kept repeating over and over again, we're here to help you determine what's best for your daughter. As much as we loved and appreciated all the care that her doctors have been giving her for the last 2 years, this was a completely different relationship. It was the relationship that we needed at that time. They held our hands literally and figuratively through the toughest days of our life. Instead of Reese piling Layla and the nurse and all of the supplies into the car every day, TrinityKids Care arranged for all of Layla's medicine and supplies to be delivered to our front door. And the cost. We had a very good PPO plan, but even with that coverage, some of Layla's medicine for just a 30-day supply was $400 for this medication or that medication. TrinityKids Care took care of 100% of that cost for us. All of this reduced so much stress for us and allowed us to focus all of our attention on our daughter. Reese talks about all the time we spent over those 2 years with Layla on the couch by herself, and us, we were in the room, but we were distracted, always looking for that next medication or that next treatment. TrinityKids Care helped us refocus our attention to just focusing on Layla and doting on our daughter. That's all she wanted from us. They also helped us realize that Layla was prolonging her pain and suffering because we couldn't let her go. Dr. Komatsu and his team gave our daughter the greatest gift. They allowed Layla the permission to let go of her pain. They also helped us come to that realization on our own terms, in our own timeline. They never pushed us faster than we were able to go. It ripped their hearts out just as badly as it did ours. Layla was only in hospice care for 3 or 4 weeks. We thought we had 6 months left with our daughter, but once we gave her permission and once she realized we were going to be okay with it, she left us very quickly. By this point, she was very tired. Not only did Layla have a smooth and peaceful transition thanks to the work of TrinityKids Care Hospice, but the remaining members of her family, myself and Luke and Reese, we're here today and we're here every day because of the love and the compassion and the empathy and the sympathy and of course the medical and the mental attention that this organization gave our family. They treat the sick and the dying, but just as important, they work with the living who are going through this impossible situation of saying goodbye to a child. Thank you all for participating in this virtual event today. It's a little different than we were planning, but as I said earlier, TrinityKids Care is very adept at transitioning their service to whatever the situation may call for. To all of the TrinityKids Care team members, the doctors, the nurses, the social workers, the chaplains, the fundraisers, the support staff, and the volunteers, thank you for the miracle work that you perform on a daily basis. Words cannot express the debt that our family owes to you. And thank all of you for helping celebrate them and the patients and the families that make up this TrinityKids Care community. Have a great walk and have a great day.
Good morning. Welcome to the second annual walk for Layla Page, benefiting TrinityKids Care. My name is Shana Stiles. I'm the Executive Director of TrinityKids Care. We are the only dedicated hospice and palliative care program in Los Angeles and Orange County. Hospice was created for older adults. We serve children from infant till adolescence. Caring for children can be quite costly. We get the same funding that we do for adults that we do for children. Events like today allow us to care for children in our community. and not have to turn anyone away. Thank you to our foundation staff, to Lynn and our board, to all of our sponsors, and thank you to Matt, Reese, and Luke Sonnen for creating this wonderful event and continuing to support Trinity Kids Care and allowing us to care for your daughter, Layla. Thank you for being here this morning. Hey, Christina, it's time to get warmed up.
Thanks, Shada. Okay, let's warm up. Let's roll our necks. Do a little stretching first. Can you go the other way? Nice. How about some shoulder rolls? Can we get some shoulder rolls? Yeah. Nice. Go the other way, other direction, go forward. Can you bring one arm across? Hold on to it, get a nice stretch. And switch sides. Can you hold your elbow? Pull that back, do a nice stretch. Switch sides. Nice, now make some big arm rolls. Big arm rolls and roll. Other way, backwards, like you're doing a backstroke. Wow. Okay, can you hold onto your quad? Or hold onto your ankle, I mean? Yeah, and balance. Can you put your hand up? Oh my gosh, you're so good at that. Okay, switch sides. Other side. And then reach for the sky, reach up high. And then touch your toes. And reach up high. And touch your toes. 2 more times. Reach up high. Touch your toes. And reach up high. And touch your toes. Okay, you ready? We're gonna do some jumping jacks. Ready, go. Go. Whoa! Oh my goodness. How about scissor kicks? Can you go over to the left, this way? Oh, face me, that's nice. And then go back forward. Oh, I should have done that. Flipped all the way around. Can you go the other way? One more way. Okay, face back forward. Can you take your hands up here? We'll do one knee up. And then the other knee. Start slow. And then get a little faster. Can you go really fast? Woo. And then last thing, we're just gonna wiggle it out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And shake. Woo! Nice job. Okay, everyone warmed up? Yeah, let's go. We're good to go.
Okay, we're fired up now. Let's go. Christina has got us all ready to walk. I'm not going to keep you for too long here, but I do want you to remember to take pictures, post them. Let us know where you are. If you find one of those scavenger hunt items, click a picture of it. Let us have it. And then you come back and we've got Zoom rooms, plenty of fun, but no, I'm sorry, that's enough talk. Let's get going. Let's go out and have a great Layla Page's 2nd annual walk for TKC. Yay!